Okay, this is section 4.4 continued. We're talking about the three types of equations and their solutions. So our first type of equation that we want to talk about is a conditional equation. Conditional equations gives you one single answer, one number that satisfies the equation. So this is an example of a conditional equation. We're going to do the same process as we always have to solve these things. So we need to get the 5 away from the x's, so we're going to add the opposite of positive 5 to both sides. So we're adding negative 5 to both sides. And so now what we have is 2x is equal to 5 plus negative 5, which is 0. And then we're going to multiply by the reciprocal of the numeric coefficient, and we're going to do that on the same side. And this is where it's one of those cases where multiplying by the reciprocal can really save your bottom, because we all know that multiplying by 0 is 0, but we have trouble with that division by. Is it 0 divided by anything, or is anything divided by 0? Which one's 0, which one's undefined? But we don't have to guess here, because 0 times anything is 0. We know that. And so there we have a solution. And x equals 0 is a valid solution. That is a number. And that is an example of a conditional equation. So this one is what we call conditional. There is one single answer. That's what it means to be conditional. This is not the answer. This is the type. The thing that I have boxed is the answer. All right, moving on to our second type. Our second type is a contradiction. Watch what happens when we do this one. The first thing that I'm going to do is get the x's together. Always move your x's first. This will save your bottom too. So I'm going to add a negative x to both sides of the equation. X minus x is 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. And that equals x minus x is 0. And negative 2 plus 0 is negative 2. 2 equals negative 2. That gives me a false statement. Now that is neither my answer nor my solution. It doesn't satisfy anything, right? The answer, the solution, is that there is no solution. In other words, there's no answer that satisfies this equation. And another way of writing this is that it is what we call a null set, which looks like a 0 with a line through it. And so this type of equation is called a contradiction. And again, this is not the answer. It is simply a naming convention for what this type of equation is. So this contradiction is nothing more than the type of equation. The answer, again, is what I've boxed for you there. Now we'll move on to our third type of equation. So in this third type of equation, solving this problem, again, you're doing the exact same thing that you are before. You have to simplify first. So we have x plus 2 is equal to 2 times x, which is 2x, plus 2 times 1, which is 2, plus a negative x. And then we have to simplify this right side. So now we have x plus 2 is equal to 2x plus a negative x, which is an x, plus 2. And then again, we'll simplify this as we always have by moving the variables together. So we'll add a negative x to both sides. And so now we have that x plus negative x is 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. X plus negative x is 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. And now this time we see what we have is a true statement. Now that's neither the solution nor the type of equation. It simply guides us to what this answer is, what the solution is. And the solution in this case is all real numbers. Every single number under the sun is going to solve this. And this is the type of equation that we call an identity. Now, identity is not what the solution is. It is just the type of equation. Again, the answer to this, what satisfies this type of equation, is what I've boxed right here. So those are our three types of equations. When we solve them, what we'll end up with, and then the final answer being boxed, with highlights on what we name these things, the type of equation.